Hi, Jenny. Thank you for being patient with me. I am going to do your reading with this beautiful gifted deck that I have. I do want to put out there, I don't normally do, when I first started out, I was kind of doing free readings. I don't normally do free readings. I know I've done them for you in the past, and I don't necessarily mind it. But if you want to make a donation to me, let me know. I have PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. And again, it's an awkward conversation to have because sometimes I do free readings if I feel the person needs to hear something. But usually when people reach out to me, I usually charge. So I just wanted to let you know that. But in this case, since we've kind of worked together, I will accept tips or donation. So get that awkwardness out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and do the Celtic spread. And see what comes up. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know if you want to know if you're making the right decision or if you want to know what's coming up for you. I'm just going to do a Celtic, and then we'll see what comes up. So the Ace of Swords came up. So this is about a brand new beginning in communication. And I think that's you standing up for yourself, to be honest. But I'm not going to take it. It just flew out. So I'm going to do one more shuffle, cut the deck. Yeah, that Ace of Swords doesn't want to go away. So Ace of Swords, it's about standing up for yourself. All right, so I'm going to cut the deck. And let's do this. So we have the Hierophant, crossed by the King of Pentacles. We got the Hermit in reverse. The Strength card in reverse. So we have a lot of major arcana already. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse. So yeah, definitely in the grieving process currently. Okay. All right. So first off, we're going to do your current situation, which is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, does denote marriage. Okay. So it was like you were still on board. And I almost feel like with this is that if he came back to you and apologized, you would go back. Like you wanted this marriage. You wanted this marriage. The Hierophant, again, is about marriage. It's a card of Taurus. What's crossing it is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus also. So a lot of earth energy. So a lot of heaviness. So it's like, I feel like this King of Pentacles, like you kind of put a lot of stock into him. You thought my life's going to improve. I'm going to, we're going to be able to combine our assets and our money, and we're going to have he's going to be a very stable, good partner for me. And this is why it's hard for you to let go, because you really kind of projected things that you wanted onto him that he probably couldn't provide you. Doesn't make it any less painful though. You saw him as your King of Pentacles. Like, he's going to, we're a perfect match. We're going to be a strong, good couple. And plus, with money situation, you thought this is great because we can combine our income. So that's a current situation. What's heavily on your mind is the Hermit. Yeah, Hermit is about shining that light inward. So it's a time for self-reflection. So even though you're kind of still in that mindset of like you miss him and all that stuff, or, what did I do wrong or whatever, this is about self-reflection, not self-reflection as to what I could have done differently. Self-reflection as that it's probably for the better it didn't work out. Because if you'd gotten married, it's much harder to get out of a marriage than to get out of a relationship. I mean, it's not easy. It costs money, all that stuff. So this is about self-reflection, and this is coming up in your current subconscious or your minds, your thoughts. So this is something that you have to start doing, is really spending time alone with yourself to try to figure out what it is that you want. And not to say like what it is you want, how did this happen to me? It's more a situation of, I don't want this to happen again to me. I have to be stronger. I have to do some self-reflection. I have to do, what it is I need to do to strengthen. So I like that's coming out in your headspace. In the recent past, we have the Strength reverse, card of Leo. And the Strength reversed is exactly, it has really tested your strength. And at times you probably have not felt like strong at all. You felt weak. You felt vulnerable. It's part of the healing process. It's also part of self-reflection, but it's also just what other people do to us. Like, we have all these things and expectations, and it's like, now you have to be strong on your own. And this definitely has tested you. It's nothing you can't get through. It's a major arcana, but you've been tested and continue to do so. Your strength and your resolve has been tested in this relationship. And in the near future, of the Six of Cups reversed. So again, the Six of Cups reversed is about nostalgia. It's about, thinking this person was your soulmate, probably turned out to be just some sort of karmic partner that you had to, resolve some issues, some past life issues, if you choose to agree with that. If we're talking about everyday to day stuff, you looked at him as your soulmate. Like, even though you guys weren't childhood sweethearts, you felt that, this was that kind of feeling. And there's heartbreak here. So the Six of Cups reversed is, there's melancholy, there's nostalgia, and this is going to continue on into the future. You are just currently in the healing mode right now. And bottom of the deck, not surprised, we have the Five of Cups. So you have the 5 and 6 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups, he's looking at these 3 spilled cups. In the background, he's got the 2 of Cups. I do feel that he's probably going to try to win you back, but the damage has already been done, to be honest. This is the card of loss and grief and heartbreak, more so on loss, loss of a relationship, with this 2 of Cups reversed. It's like, these cups have already been spilled. This 2 of Cups in the background used to be a soulmate energy, but now is not, because he's ruined it. And he's going to probably try to come back, but the damage has already been done. So that's in the foundation of your spread. Of course, you have free will. If you want to take him back, that's up to you. But I feel like the energy here is that, like, it's irretrievable. He can't just simply walk back in. So we're going to go over to the other part of the deck, or the spread. And so that card, Tower. Lots of stuff. Lots of healing, to be honest with you, Jenny. So how you see yourself in this situation, you got the 7 of Cups. Overwhelmed. Just overwhelmed. She's got all these cups, but it's like she's got this like Komodo dragon, just kind of stopping her from making any kind of decisions. So the 7 of Cups is truly about being overwhelmed right now with choices. Either do nothing, not do. And it's not even just choices, just feeling overwhelmed with emotion. You have the 5, the 6, and the 7 of Cups. So it's a progression. It's like this 5 of Cups, things are irreversible. You're experiencing loss and grief. Go to the 6 of Cups, and it reversed, obviously. And it's like this relationship was supposed to be a soulmate connection. He made you feel like a kid again, a teenager, whatever. He brought back these feelings of nostalgia. Now it's going to be hard to move on. 7 of Cups is where you're at, or how you feel about the situation that you're in right now. 7 of Cups, which is overwhelmed. External influences, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Your foundation has been shaken to the core. So the 3 of Pentacles is about building a nice, strong foundation with somebody, or even on your whatever. It's been literally the rug has been yanked out from under you through no fault of your own. This is external. This is coming as external. It's like, I thought we were doing this, and now we're not doing this, and so now you have to rebuild on your own. Hopes and fears. We got the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords reversed. So the hopes and fears here is, this is the card of anxiety, insomnia. So, valid when you go through a breakup that this card would come out, because it's, being consumed by this sadness, anxiety, and so the fear is, am I ever going to get back to my normal self? Am I going to get back to myself? And the hope is, yes, you will. It is reversed, so it's a little better when it's reversed, because that means you have begun the healing process. As difficult as it is, you have begun the healing process, and you probably had to cut out, either block him or block anybody that knows him, whatever you have to do to heal. Of course, in the outcome, we have the Tower reversed, because you've already gone through all this. This is similar to the 3 of Pentacles, where your world has been shaken, and it's irreversible. So You can go back and build a new tower, but you can't really build the same tower, right? It's going to be different. Things have been changed, irretrievably lost and changed. But that is a good sign that you can rebuild. And the tower's reversed, so that indicates to me it's already happened. It's already happened to you. So I think it's a fairly clear reading. I'm going to take some oracle cards. But just to recap, this is, you were set on marriage with the Hierophant. You thought he was going to be your King of Pentacles. Combining finances, combining households, combining each other to make life a little bit easier, kind of playing off of each other like, hey, this is, perfect situation. And then we go fast forward here is that, now you're up in your own head. What did I do wrong? It's time for self-reflection, but it's not time for self-battery. It's time to really reflect on what it is that you need to grow and do. Obviously, recent past got the Strength card reversed. Obviously, tested your strength. Near future, you have the Six of Cups. It's going to take some healing time because this was a relationship you thought was an absolute soulmate. So yeah, Five of Cups, loss. Knowing that it really probably wasn't a soulmate connection like you thought it was, and that's hard to deal with. Feeling overwhelmed, having the rug pulled out externally, and this Nine of Swords, which is time to cut out, whether you have to block him, his family, whatever, to help. This is my little kind of evil Pokemon deck. Not evil, that's not the right word, but it's a brutal deck. But anyways, this card flew out, Will-o'-the-Wisp. It says guidance. So this, to me, it's not only about, I'm putting it next to the Hermit, it's not only about self-care, but it's also about, make sure, when I see a card like this come out in a reading, especially during, like right after a breakup, if you need to get some mental health counseling, any kind of support, any kind of guidance from people that are positive around you, that are here for your to help your self-esteem and your worth. And if you have to go to therapy to navigate this breakup, I would highly suggest it. Okay, the other card that wanted to fly out is story. Yeah, because of course there is a story here. You see, he's very sad. There is a story here. And it's an important story, and it's an important story in your life. So it's not like you can just, oh, this didn't happen. Oh, I'm just going to move on. It's part of your story. Oddly enough, put under the Six of Cups, which is, part of your story, part of your nostalgia, part of, what makes you you. So again, it's about self-reflection, not self-battery, self-reflection. So I want to take one more card here. And again, Jenny, I'm going to upload this to you. If you have any questions or need clarification, let me know. I think it's a pretty straightforward reading. As far as what you should do in the future, it's self-healing time. Yeah, control. Don't let this situation control you. Don't let him control you. That's why I'm saying about the Nine of Swords, if you need to block or whatever, do that. But the control issue is just, it's being gaslit. It's all that kind of stuff. And again, because the first card that came out was guidance, I think therapy is warranted here. However you see that, if you're not comfortable with going to therapy, good friends, whatever. But that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit of a heavier read, obviously. But do let me know how it resonated.